Good evening, my beautiful, amazing air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Thank you for joining me. We are looking at your tarot messages with yoga oracle messages, bridging them into a holistic read. Let's clear the air and we begin. Beautiful. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm going to use my Celtic deck. Let's shuffle the deck. I hope you're well. And if you are joining me for first time, thank you for being here. This is my YOZA read. As I said, more holistic approach. Yoga oracle messages to give us more perspective, what you can do in practical terms to realign maybe or align better with the energy around you or within you. Very interesting messages usually. So full moon time, of course, very, very potent time now, end of May. The new moon was very strong as well in Taurus. I don't know how you did, but hey, I felt the energy. Strong, crazy things happening around me. Anyways, let's cut the deck once and twice. Amazing air signs. What do we have underneath? OMG, I cannot believe it. The moon, and we're reading around the moon time. End of May 31st is the full moon. Here we go, the moon, lingering energy. That is a lot about intuition. Listen to your dreams, listen and pay attention to synchronicities. Also, the moon speaks a little bit maybe foggy thoughts, lack of clarity. We will see now what is in the read, but this is very strong sign that around the full moon something important is going to be happening around you, with you, and definitely that you have to pay attention to synchronicities, signs, and your intuition. So what's coming, what's moving towards you? Beautiful air signs. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is reminiscing on things that broke our heart or was difficult for us in the past, did not work, was disappointing. A bit of a draining energy, grieving energy. You're still dealing with that. I definitely feel that this is in the past, but you are still in these emotions. It is a very sad card. As I said, I just call it the grieving card. You all know what can that be. Loss or something that didn't work the way that it should. Definitely heavy on the emotional level. What's in the obstacle for you? 5 of Wands. Interesting. There are some disagreements, not seeing eye to eye with somebody or with a group of people. These troubles are usually very ego-based, so they might be very silly, like childish. However, they create a lot of, as I said, stagnant energy and a lot of also difficulties, emotional and mental difficulties, because you're not on the same page with someone around you or with a group of people. What is in the outcome? Death and rebirth. OMG, we have a major arcana now, a transformation. Definitely a complete transformation of something. Death and rebirth is a very strong card about closing a page and starting a new one. This card is usually like a new you. We will clarify what's that all about. What's within you is 4 of Wands, marriage and commitment. So this can be related, yes, with partnership, relationship, definitely, but something here has been very heavy. You have been on different pages, as I said, with someone, and can even be losses in terms like no communication, loneliness there, or maybe feeling lonely and alone because of misunderstanding each other. But within you is commitment, long-term commitment, readiness to give, readiness to build. What's within the person or the situation you're dealing with? 5 of Pentacles. Again, loneliness and loss. Now, for some of you, it can be that you are in no contact or you are in separation of some sort. But pretty much you're dealing with the same issue here. Both feel the same way in terms of feeling loss, loneliness, being misunderstood, left out in the cold. Definitely your person or within the situation talks about losses on energetical and mental levels, emotional levels, and definitely that's a very lonely card. And definitely feeling like we are left out, not loved, not cared of, not nurtured. This is more from the person you're dealing with. Within you is commitment and strong feel and readiness of partnership. So we'll clarify what was happening here. What is in the final guidance? You have 2 of Wands. Planning for a new phase. Planning, projecting how to work something, how to expand something. Movement, how to move ahead with something. Getting prepared emotionally and physically. Very interesting. Let's bridge now with my yoga messages. Let's shuffle the cards and then we will bridge. I will bridge first. I will clarify with the yoga your obstacles, which was disagreement, arguments of some sort, not being on the same page, definitely ego clashes. And a card came out. Plow pose. Cultivate inner peace. I prepare for new growth. We already have the planning and preparation. So take it as it will resonate with you, but intuitively I feel that for some of you it is about a relationship and commitment, very serious long-term commitment. It can be that you've been either in no contact or broke it off even, cancelled completely plans of some sort, but now something is changing dramatically. These cancellations and this no contact or breaking it off was because you weren't on the same page. Could have been about practical terms or some more serious terms, but something happened, there were arguments, you weren't feeling that you're on the same page with this person, and both of you experienced extreme disappointment, grief, loneliness, and unhappiness in the situation. Now something is transforming. It is universally guided because the death and rebirth is a major arcana, as I told you, and it happens karmically. It's meant to be, it's led, as I said, by higher powers, so of course you have to be willing to go through this change, but change is coming. Death and transformation is very much related with internal transformation as well. It is in the outcome, so the way I take it is that you both have suffered a lot from this situation. Maybe you both hurt each other, or just there were some other obstacles in the situation that hurt you both, and a transformation was triggered because of this pain and disappointment and loneliness that you felt. If you were in no contact, you both felt extremely alone and abandoned without the other person, without the connection. And now you're in the planning, and the yoga tells you exactly that. This is the pose. If you're not into yoga, you can just take the message, but if you want to try yoga, or if you're already doing yoga, you can maybe try this pose around the full moon time. So again, it says, cultivate inner peace, I prepare for new growth. We already had these planning stages now that are in the final guidance. That's what you have to do. Let's see the bridging message between what's within you and what's within the person you're dealing with. One card came, rabbit, find peace in stillness, I embraced rest and renewal. By the way, my tongue feels very tight. I'm picking up on some energy here that definitely you couldn't maybe express yourself. For some of you, this not being on the same page and having these disagreements or arguments was because of inability to express exactly what you want to express, or expressing it in the wrong way, and i.e. being misunderstood by the other person. This is how it feels. Again, I'm reading intuitively. Also, it's collective readings. Please, I always urge you, use your intuition, guide yourself through knowledge, experience, through your own intuition. Draw from these messages, from my own downloads intuitively, and just use this information in the best possible way for your situation, because you know your situation best. Even if you tell me the whole story, you will still be the one that knows better than me, because you're using your intuition, right? And you're connecting and contacting your higher self. Okay, so Rabbit, find peace in stillness, I embrace rest and renewal. So this is very clear. Remind. Okay, remind. Yeah, maybe you need to remind someone something, but rest yourself. So get inner peace, ground yourself. I've been talking quite a few times now about grounding, especially in the nature. Touch trees, touch flowers outside, not in the vases, not in the pots. You can, but the best thing to do is to be outside in the nature, touching trees, touching with your palms the ground, grass, ground, soil, or even the best is to walk on it. Do it as many times as you can, as long as you can. Extremely important to connect to Gaia, the earth. Gives you a lot of energy, neutralizes a lot of low vibrational vibes and energies that you maybe are collecting, even because we can collect from others and from the environment. Sometimes, especially if our shield is down, it can happen very easily without us realizing. Let's see now what is the bridge here for the final guidance, which was planning to expand, making plans, thinking, preparing mentally, energetically how to go forward with something. And we have warrior pose. Stand in your power. I am brave and resilient. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pose. So this is such a nice message, the way it comes together, because this is preparation and planning, emotionally getting ready. And this is again the warrior pose is feeling this power within, again connecting with the higher power as well, drawing power from the earth, from the universe, to go forward with whatever you want, achieve. Beautiful, amazing, beautiful, beautiful messages. I think that they are just literally falling in the right place. I'm talking about the yoga oracle messages. Okay, let's see now what is the clarifiers here. Let's pull clarifiers for Five of Cups. As I said, grieving, still in this energy. As I said, both of you, it feels that both of you are still dealing with these emotions, even though within you it's real readiness. It feels for stability and for happiness. I'm going to be pulling the top cards. Let me just shuffle a bit more. One card wanted to fly out. I will take it. Nine of Wands. Here we go, gorgeous people. Nine of Wands. You're wounded warrior. You're tired. Yes, you're tired. Definitely this situation was very draining emotionally for the both of you. Definitely. Now, I want to mention again, this is collective. If you are not dealing necessarily with a specific person, all these energies that I'm explaining here are what you've been dealing with in the situation you're with, because this can be family, it can be partnership, business partnership, right? Or some other situation. It does feel to me it's more like another person, but I just want to mention for some of you, it's possible that this is all within you. But wounded warrior, in any case, let's just take the situations that you're dealing directly with another person. So, wounded warrior, long battle, long deal that required a lot of strength to deal with, a lot of energy. You persevered, both of you. If we're talking about the two of you, definitely didn't give up, didn't give in, but it took a lot out, energetically and mentally. Let's see now the clarifier for the arguments in the obstacle. Not seeing eye to eye here. Clashes of the mind and the ego. When I say ego, please, we shouldn't all the time. Ten of Swords, but came reverse. Sorry, that's why I was just thinking. I have to take it as it is. I wanted to say that we have to be fair, because I know that now all the speech that is around about aligning, about realigning, raising vibrations, all the new energies, the new earth, there is a lot of talk and discussions about the ego, part of the self-awakening, dissolution of the ego. Of course, we have to understand that we shouldn't take the ego as an absolute enemy. We shouldn't really go into a war with it. We better befriend our ego, because the ego can never die completely. Unless you become a monk in some Tibetan monastery maybe, and you don't deal with anyone on this earth. Human being, I mean. Yeah, animals and plants are easy to deal with. So we have to understand that the ego has a role to play, and it's always going to give us challenges. So we don't have to really, as I said, go into a mission to hate it and not want it and take it like a bad word. I wanted to say, when I say ego clashes, yes, we all have egos. The only difference is through the self-awakening and the higher vibrational people is how much aware you are when the ego is meddling the waters. And you can deal with it, right? So, anyways, let's just not stray. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the end of this heavy emotional ordeal. It's the worst card when we're talking about being hurt, disappointed, and suffering emotionally. And Ten of Swords means, yes, the end of that road. He is ready to, he will be ready to heal, and these swords will come out of the body. It came reversed, clarifying your obstacle. The way this card speaks to me is that definitely the ordeal is done now. You are ready to move away from that pain. And I believe it's the both of you. We already have the death and rebirth, as I told you. Death and rebirth is in the outcome. And thanks God that this is now reversed. End of that road of this emotional pain. We are done with it. And we are moving ahead. But yes, it was very long and very, very heavy emotionally for both of you. That's how I feel it for both of you. Let's clarify the outcome, please. Gorgeous, beautiful air signs. I wanted to mention again, thank you to all of you who already has joined this club, High Vibe Club, has liked, subscribed, messaged me. I'm eternally grateful, I'm honored and extremely happy to be here on this path. Of course, with your support, I'm growing this channel. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to support me. As soon as I see you, I send you tenfold back my deepest gratitude, love and blessings. You know that liking and subscribing, even messages, is extremely important. The algorithm is checking and double checking and triple checking and getting more clever by the day. So please don't forget to do that for us, because you will see in the description why I created this channel. But as I said, I'm honored to be on this path. One card flew. Unbelievable. The sun. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is another major arcana, but I'm saying OMG, oh my God, because to get the sun with the death and rebirth, you don't even have to know much about tarot to understand what this means. Not only this death and rebirth, as I said, it's karmic shift, It's destined and divinely guided. It is divinely guided to take you to your happiest life. It is for your utter best life, to your highest good. This is why this is happening. Also, the sun, by the way, in the classic tarot is depicted as a child riding on a horse and being so free and beautiful. And to me, the sun always speaks about this free-spirited mind, freedom of the soul, freedom of the mind, true happiness within. True happy. I hope you understand what I mean here. Of course, the sun means abundance and all the goodies you can imagine. But to me, the sun is more than that. It is to do, as I said, with this elevation of the spirit when you feel absolutely empowered to do whatever you like. You're absolutely free in your mind, in your heart, in your emotions, in your spirit. This cannot be replaced with anything. This cannot be topped up by anything else in life. So, the sun is in your outcome, clarifying your transformation, death and rebirth. New you. New you. The energy which is going to come upon you is going to elevate you and propel you like a rocket. You will feel like something has come, washed down on you from above, light and bright. OMG. I'm so happy for you. OMG. Very good. Air signs. Air signs, air signs, air signs, air signs. The clarifiers for what's within you, 3 cards came. Oh my god, I got chills. Look at this now. Okay. Within you was the partnership and relationship, marriage, long term. It mustn't be marriage necessarily, but it's a long-term commitment, okay? A long-term commitment we're talking about here. The clarifiers are 9 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful energies talking about being very strong now. You've withheld your ground. First of all, you maybe out of this situation, you will feel like you're on the top of everything. Maybe you were the right one, and that's why these ego clashes or these disagreements were happening. You know your story best. However, what's within you is very positive and very stable. So, 9 of Cups is your wish fulfillment. 7 of Wands is being very strong, holding strong boundaries. Not giving up, not giving in. So being very strong, right? Strong boundaries. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is the best executor with the King of Swords, of course. Best judge. I call this card Judge Judy. Extremely clever, extremely logical, clear-minded, and as I said, very, very on point to execute judgments or anything. So within you is very potent energy, and it feels like that you deserve this. You were very strong to hold your ground, and it feels even that you are holding on to exactly what you want and what is the solid outcome, right? Within you was the total commitment. Nothing else. As I said, that's the marriage card. It doesn't have to be necessarily marriage. Don't take me literally. But you understand what I mean, I'm sure. So it's like you either want the full deal or you don't want any half-ass jobs. You don't want half-full cups. You wanted the full cup. You stood your ground. Yes, you suffered. However, you stood your ground and you're receiving now exactly that. We got the Sun. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's clarify what's within the person you're dealing with or the situation. more and more I feel like this is a person here. We're talking about too many cards flew. We're talking about a relationship or connection of some sort. 3 cards flew. Another 3, very interesting. 3, 3. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and 3 of Cups. Unbelievable, 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 unbelievable. First of all, I cannot believe it because three cards came together, and 2 of these cards are talking about letting go of the past, which is not serving us anymore, literally moving away from loss, from disappointments, and whatever is stagnant and not moving ahead into our new phase. The 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords are talking about that exactly. And we have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is rejoicing, being social, being open in a light energy, and celebrating. This is within your person. So, your person has experienced a lot of loss and, as I said, sadness, loss, and being left out, being alone. A very, very lonely card. And now is ready to let go of whatever was in the past and just move ahead. Now, for some of you, I want to give a different scenario here because we have 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups also can mean third-party situations. Third-party situations, though, in this scenario, I don't feel that it's an intimate person. It can be other people that were interfering, family, friends, whoever, job, something. And this person now has experienced the loss in a no contact or separation phase, and now is letting go of whatever was interfering, whatever was not working. All the obstacles are let go now, and this person is moving. She is not only ready to do it, is doing it. 6 of Swords is movement card, and 8 of Cups is also a movement from the past card. Literally walking away. Movement. Executing whatever has to be executed to let whatever doesn't work anymore in the past stay in the past. Okay, this is the 2 scenarios I'm picking up. You know your story best. Let's clarify the final guidance, please. Let's clarify the final guidance. This card wants to come out and I'll take it. 3 of Pentacles. My God, the cards are extremely clear tonight for you. I cannot believe it. Air signs. 3 of Pentacles is your collaboration, equality, equal give and take card. But teamwork and collaboration to build together. Something solid, something successful and long term. So, this clarifies your final guidance. As a final guidance, it speaks, again, I'm saying equality, equal give and take, and both parties, all parties, whatever parties are in this situation, have to work and give from them what they are supposed to give, so everything flows smoothly and successfully. So, in the final guidance, again, collaboration. We have to be open to collaborate, which, by the way, means control of the ego. We already had these ego clashes here that were in the obstacle. So now the final guidance is talking about collaboration, which means ego being under check. That is, according to me, for both of you. And again, the warrior pose, stand in your power. I am brave and resilient. And 2 of Wands, planning, discussions about how to move forward, how to do things, etc. So, because 2 of Wands is planning, and in the planning, obviously, if we are connected with another person or other people, of course, it involves discussions. So, a good dialogue, being open, being communicative. By the way, I'm happy to see Queen of Swords within you. She's an excellent communicator. As I said, judge, communicator. Swords are communication as well. So open, positive dialogue to work together to really build and collaborate, being brave also to express ourselves, and yes, stand in your power, as the warrior pose said. Beautiful, beautiful messages, air signs. I'm very happy about that. Let me pull you here one oracle from my cosmic insights. Again, I'm reminding you, this is energies and projections for around the full moon, which is the 31st of May. Full moon, of course, can bleed into a week or two after that. And also, it has a potent power, minimum 3 days before that, for manifestations or closing out. By the way, full moon is about closing out cycles, really clearing anything. Again, the tongue is very tight for this read. I already told you at the beginning. I believe that you had difficulties to communicate, maybe both of you, or to express in a good way, in a clear way, your point. And I think this was an issue here. Became a big issue actually. Moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. Here we go, gorgeous people. I'm very happy for you. Very, very happy for you. So, this is from me. Again, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Please don't forget, I'm sending you blessings, healing energy, love, and my deepest gratitude again with my labradorite, very potent stone. So, here we go, accept. Blessings, healing energy, love, and gratitude is coming to you. I'll see you very soon. Check your new moon as well readings and your other YOZA readings. They're very interesting. I'll see you when I see you in a week or two. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all you do.